What's going on, y'all? So I saw this headline and I was like, okay, let me look for it, right? And I was like, this is funny. I know this is going to set out some people too. It says right here, Xbox next gen console is canceled, as in the Xbox Magnus is canceled. I'm like, wait, hold on. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened, but I think I would have seen that. And Dreamcast Guy says no new Xbox hardware. So this is definitely a clickbait to an extent, which I think is absolutely hilarious. And I have to see what it's about. You guys are going to have to let me know what you think down in the comments below. This is hilarious. We got to get into this. So yeah, apparently, I guess he sees that the Xbox Magnus is about to get canceled, and that it is pretty much over with. There's no new hardware coming. So here we go, guys. Are we ready for this? This is going to be a good one. Always enjoy doing reacts to Dreamcast Guy. Hilarious stuff. Let's go.
Hey there, gamers. Dreamcast Guy here. Today we're going to talk about, well, the death of Xbox, because currently there's a lot of discussion, a lot of rumoring, a lot of leaks about next-gen Xbox versus the PlayStation 6. Now, obviously, Sony's going to do what they always do, right? It's just a more powerful system, straight up. Just more graphics, faster load times, bigger worlds and stuff. But a lot of people have been focused about the idea of Xbox because they're in a very, very strange spot. Xbox is drastically behind. They're losing so much money right now on the current Xbox. They've started to have to put most of their games on like basically every other platform to even hope to recoup some cash. But currently, there is public discussion. Xbox is claiming that next gen is still the plan. They're saying, hey, yes, we're excited about our next future set of hardware. Today, I want to talk about the fact that, honestly, straight up, I do not believe there's going to be another Xbox. I don't care how many public statements or promises or contracts. I do not believe that the next Xbox is coming out. Let me explain why.
That's pretty interesting. Like, he's saying it like he's 100% confident, but Microsoft has so much money they can do it. Now, obviously, is it their priority? No, I don't think so. They got the 25th anniversary this year, so they definitely have some huge announcements. But what I find interesting is his unwavering confidence and his headline title, just saying it in caps lock, no new Xbox hardware, why he thinks it's going to be canceled. Now, I wouldn't be shocked if Microsoft did that, but I don't think they're going to be doing that anytime soon. And they don't really have to. They can do that and release 3 more, even if nobody buys it, and nothing's going to really affect them. But we all know that they want that AI feed, though. They want that AI deal. They stormed off of the meeting over up in the SK, Hynix, and Samsung office because they didn't get that AI deal. And we know when Microsoft doesn't get their way, they start monopolizing and doing other things. And right now, they're just heavily focused on AI. So obviously, Magnus is not something that's their primo focus of the company. No, they've always been software, though. They're AI goose chasing, which is kind of stupid. But the funny thing here, though, is just, I don't know, when it comes to Xbox, cancel, Xbox is dead, and anything about that with Dreamcast Guy, it's always funny to me. Like, I never get offended. I think it's funny. So, yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say that it's canceled, but this is kind of funny. You guys are going to have to let me know what you think about this.
Hi, hope you're having a great day, and if you could, please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already.
But I don't see any help for it.
Instantly, before the Xbox has even officially revealed their next gen, one of the biggest leaks is that they're trying to do a PC console hybrid. Whereas right now, obviously, if you buy a Nintendo Switch 2, if you buy a PlayStation, if you buy stuff like that, it's a mix of first party and third party. You're getting Uncharted, you're getting Assassin's Creed Shadows, you're getting Call of Duty. But on top of that, there's always that promise about, hey, here is this dedicated ecosystem. It's got optimized games, auto updates, everything like that, right? Whereas Xbox has said their next generation is going to be a PC console hybrid. It will still have Xbox games, but on top of it, you can buy Steam games or Epic games or stuff directly through the Battle.net launcher. Maybe you could play World of Warcraft directly on your Xbox, which is an interesting idea, but they're getting beaten to the punch. This idea, as bold as it is, they're going to lose that race instantly. All right, so we know now the Steam machine is rumored to be coming out before April 2026. Very likely coming out, mid-March. So literally here in the next 2 months, we're all going to be playing Steam machines, right? And honestly, the power of it, 6 times more than the Steam Deck, 4K 60 FPS. some stuff about this seems a little underpowered. Some stuff seems a little overpowered. 16 gigs of RAM, some of the stuff, right? But
the thing is, though, is, this is AI upscaling. It's not no true native 4K. No way, you know what I mean? Because not even a PS5 Pro can do that, and it's definitely more powerful than the Steam machine. We know what this means. That's the problem with the NVIDIA slot tactic in the past 5 to 6, 7 years. It's annoying with that. And, you don't get as much AI rasterization improvement. So you got this type of stuff being promoted. But obviously the Steam machine, if they have a Steam machine Pro, that would be nice. No Windows 11. That's the nice thing about it.
Undeniably, the hype for the Steam machine is off the freaking charts. This thing is going to be a beast mode. And straight up, it's a PC console hybrid. But what they mean by this, though, is that this is trying to be essentially what a lot of people think about with PC experiences is that there is some amount of finagling you got to do on the back end, messing with shadows and lighting occlusion. There is a certain amount of tinkering that a lot of console gamers just don't like. And I honestly think that that's part of the reason that the Steam Deck has been such a massive, massive success, specifically with a lot of console gamers, is that it's, hey, you just turned it on. You turn on your Steam Deck, everything is auto-optimized like a PlayStation, the controllers automatically work, the updates are automatic, the cloud saves are automatic. Straight up, the Steam Deck is a beast mode for turning console gamers into PC gamers. That's clearly the idea of the Steam machine, which is basically the lane that Microsoft was trying to take. They're about to get absolutely slaughtered. Now, I do want to say this is sort of the pure motivation for this video. I thought this clip is insane. It's 50 seconds. This is the Defining Duke podcast, a very Xbox-focused podcast that's been around for years, and they've openly said they're thinking about changing the name or sort of pivoting a bit because it's always been about the state of Xbox, and at this point, Xbox isn't really a contained ecosystem. Xbox games are everywhere. You can buy them just as much. Some of the best-selling Xbox games are selling the most on other platforms, right? But they have this interesting clip where essentially they theorize that Xbox is about to cancel the next gen. This is Mr. Matty. Mr. Matty, obviously awesome. This is one of the hosts of the Iron Lord podcast. Both these guys, very, very interesting ideas. Even when I disagree with some of their opinions takes and stances, I feel like they're very good about illustrating where they're coming from. But Mr. Matty sort of spells out why it's too late for next-gen Xbox, and it's not even out yet.
But things are getting a little complicated out there because of companies like OpenAI gobbling up all the RAM. So now RAM prices are through the fucking roof. And because of that, these companies need these parts to put them. The console manufacturers are debating whether or not to delay the next gen consoles from the current window of like 2027, 2028. First and foremost was, I think a delay really can hurt the chances of us ever seeing more Xbox hardware because of how snappy decisions are made. Like 2027 feels like the right window for Xbox because you can just eke one last good time out. But if it's now 2029, 30, I see that Satya Amy Hood speak clicking in like, do we really need this, guys? Like, that's what I think of them in the boardroom. Do we even need this? Like, look at.
I know what he's saying. I've said this before too. They have to officially come out and say it though, but I've said the same thing. Like, they're so angry right now. He even said either AI or get out. They didn't get their way with the AI. It's pretty obvious that Microsoft does not see the Magnus as something that's going to really help them. It's just something to continue on. And if they want to do it, it's going to have to be within the PC boundaries to mass project their Copilot into there and force a Windows 11. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's almost like you're enforcing it in a certain way. You're not really making it for gamers. You're annoying people more. And it's exactly what's going to happen if they don't end up canceling it, like some people would think, obviously, because it's not a priority and it's not going to sell that well. Like, they're just not in a good spot like that anymore when it comes to hardware. They have to be a third-party publisher. Everybody knows that. So I could understand if people have those type of concerns that still probably are wondering if they want to get it or not. Will it be canceled? I can tell you right now, it's definitely not a priority, but I don't think they even need to cancel it. We'll see, though.
Get the earnings. How many people are buying this?
So he ends at that last line especially. I want to break down all this because he's hitting multiple very crucial points all at once.
Okay.
There have been some leaked reports and some pretty official out there numbers that they sold almost no Xboxes in the last entire year. I mean, we're talking so low, it's insane. We're talking maybe 1 million Xboxes in the last year. That is apocalyptically bad. I mean, we're talking, it's selling less than the Nintendo 3DS. The Nintendo Switch 1 is outselling the Xbox current gen tech like 3-1, right? But the other part of this is that a lot of people are talking about the fact that this is very much Microsoft is sort of racing that RAM. I heard the next Xbox is coming out in 2026. Microsoft acquired the RAM. Valve didn't get the RAM. Your mom lied to you. I really see no interest. Microsoft having no interest in making the Xbox anymore or anything hardware. As a publisher, they're doing better and it's working for them. And this is interesting to me, which is that Microsoft has released sales statements essentially saying that right now, the top selling, most popular stuff is stuff like Forza. Forza apparently is selling millions and millions of copies on the PlayStation 5. I really can't blame them for sort of doing that, actual business math and saying, okay, is it worth investing hundreds of millions of dollars, maybe even billions of dollars to build more factories, to design these chips, to make this hardware, to make these deals, to make an Xbox, which hypothetically may not sell a single Xbox game. Part of the fun of PC console hybrids is all the different weird stuff you can do with it. Emulators, custom themes, hacking it, putting Linux on it, doing all sorts of crazy stuff. So, if that is really the case, if it really is a PC console hybrid, what are the odds that they sell an actual profitable amount of games, right? Is there really a chance that, okay, how many of this people are really going to buy, I don't know, even a year of Xbox Game Pass? How many times are they going to buy like Halo microtransactions? Probably pretty low. If anything, I feel like the sales of Steam games on that new Xbox will be higher. And the thing is that when you buy something through Steam, Steam gets a cut, but your PC doesn't get a cut. It's not going to be like having Steam on that new Xbox isn't really going to make a single penny for Xbox. Why make it?
Yeah, he has a point about that. They definitely would take the loss. And if Microsoft's looking to make profit margin, Magnus isn't really going to be it. That's just going to be a luxury product where they make money off of the hardware. But with the crisis going on and them not securing no RAM, as we saw, they stormed out of that building. Yeah, I mean, who would think of the Magnus as something as a priority right now for Microsoft? It's not.
Now, there is a lot of talk right now of delaying next gen. There have been tons of leaks that essentially they're talking about the fact that right now, with how much prices are going up, if they tried to realistically make a PlayStation 6 with its current timeline, a lot of discussion is like 2027, early 2028. If current PC price parts keep going at their current trends, it's going to cost about $1,200 to make a PlayStation 6. And that's even if you're accounting for them taking a loss, even in them selling it at sort of a discount. If they're selling it for less than they're making it for, that means that an Xbox is very likely going to cost $1,200, $1,300 with some of the leaked specs going around out there. At this point, a lot of people are like, man, I mean, at this point, people are going to ride that GTA 6 wave. There is a lot of talk that right now, apparently PlayStation knows a lot about GTA 6, and they're thinking that GTA 6 is going to sell like 10 million PlayStation 5s. Not a giant guess. I mean, honestly, the PlayStation 6 is not only cheaper than the Xbox, this is going to be the biggest game ever. It's only on PlayStation and Xbox. People got to buy consoles to play it. This is going to be the massive, massive, massive seller of PlayStations. No one is going to be buying an Xbox only to play GTA 6. But this is the thing. Right now, PlayStation 6 and next-gen Xbox...
It'll get some people because some people probably just don't want a PlayStation and they want to do that. But I know what you mean. I mean, it's going to be a very low percentage. The ratio percentage of PlayStation compared to Xbox, like you guys saw my video, I mean, there is no competition here. So it's mainly going to be focused around PlayStation and PS5 Pro being the peak of being able to have that setting. And there's nowhere else to get it because there won't be a PC version. So there's no doubt about that.
Xbox systems may get delayed due to RAM price increase. When do you think the next gen should start? 27, 28, 29? Here's the thing, is that I very much just think that the door on Xbox is closing increasingly fast, right? Which is that less and less and less people are even buying Xboxes. There's just no reason, right? Xbox tries to spin this narrative. We've got the best places to play. We've got the best, craziest stuff. We've got Indiana Jones and Fable and Forza and Halo and Gears of War E-Day. These games are all great. I'm not going to pretend that I didn't have a blast with Indiana Jones, but I'm just saying that at this point, I'd rather play these games on my PlayStation 5 Pro. They look better on my PlayStation 5 Pro. I'd rather play them on my PC with my new graphics code. I mean, last night I was actually playing Portal in 4K 120 FPS with that new RTX version they have, right? My thing is that right now, I just feel like Xbox is going to fall farther and farther and farther behind because they just don't have the hype. They don't have the games. They don't have the excitement. There is some rough numbers.
Yeah, they don't have the identity. They don't have the attraction. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, people would rather choose the PS5 Pro. You know what I mean? Or they rather play it on their PC.
That came out that half of all the Xboxes sold were sold in the first 18 months. There was that first wave of hype that sold a decent chunk. 12 million is not a bad number. Some people are trying to make fun of it. 12 million in 18 months, year on year, plummeting sales every single quarter after that. I do think that Xbox is in a spot where they're probably doing that math and saying, okay, how much does it cost to do next gen? Like, even before we sell a single system, how much does it cost to even set up the infrastructure to next gen? How many copies are we selling on PlayStation 5? How many copies are we selling on Steam? All right, do that math. If the chart is skewed in favor of just don't do it, they're absolutely going to do it. I'm making this prediction on January 12th, 2026. There will not be a next-gen Xbox. They may talk about it. They may rumor about it. They may talk about how excited they are for next-gen. There will not be a next-gen Xbox. There just won't be. And if there is, it's going to be a broken, busted, quickly canceled mess. But these have just been some off-the-cuff thoughts. How do you...
Well, there you go, guys. He doesn't think it's happening. He's making a prediction, so we're going to hold him to this. You guys have to let me know what you think about this. I mean, there's a possibility that Microsoft could just cancel it. I don't trust the company when it comes to Xbox, obviously. But yeah, good video here. This is stuff that we've kind of talked about before, but I didn't say it's officially canceled. But I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if they did. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Peace out. Have a great day.